Hey guys, how you doing? I haven't made a video for the YouTube gang yet for a while. Letting you know where I'm at, what I've got going on. Um, Been all over Facebook on my Facebook page, Christopher's Hobbies. If you go on Facebook, you can go there. Um, I've gotten a little bit further on my model railroad, just slightly. Some videos I made that you've watched on YouTube that you'll see some lighting and stuff like that, special effects that I've added. I've had a few little things happen around the house that kind of like stopped me in my progress a little bit on my model railroad, but we're going about halfway speed on it now. I got a yellow light, so I'm going to just take it easy, slow down a little bit. Things I've got done. I'll take the camera and I'll show you stuff I got done and stuff that's going to happen. Other than that, we'll go through it. I'll show you. I'll take the camera around, explain things to you. And those of you who've been following the YouTube channel, it should explain some of the videos that you see going on. We got a storm brewing up on the layout again. And I'll explain what I'm using and some of the stuff I got going on. So let's go at it. Let me get the camera, the phone. Okay. Let's start with the layout in general. We got a storm brewing up. I've got one of those Broadway limited light and thunder kits. I got a light strip there on my ceiling, and there's a light strip there. And as you can hear, it makes the sounds, rumbles, lightning, thunder, and stuff like that, and the lights will flash. It's a neat effect. If you can find them, they're worth it. I don't like the ambient sounds like the train in the background and stuff. It doesn't match or nothing. But it's still, when I have people here, it really sets the mood, especially when I turn the lights out, as you can see. For those of you who are just coming onto my page, I model Florida. That's why there's no mountains, no tunnels, no hills, nothing like that. I model Florida. Hence the rain coming in. It's blue skies on one side and rain on the other. Typical Florida. You can't be anywhere. You'd be dry on one side and then on one side of the street and wet on another. So let's get back at it. This is the old section that a lot of you remember from earlier videos that got added to a bigger layout that encompasses a 9 by 13 room. It is essentially a point-to-point railroad with 3 loops in it that it can be for continuous running. But for the most part, I use it as a point-to-point. A lot of the videos you'll see the town all lit up and stuff. As you can see, I do have a lot of Miller Engineering lights going on the layout. Might be a few more coming in. I've seen a couple more I liked and stuff like that. I'll turn out the lights in a little bit. Give you an idea of how it is. Some of my own lighting, some of my own signs I've made. You know, my hotel, I got to finish up the pool and all that stuff. I've always keep saying I'm going to finish the pool, and I never do. There was some trees in this corner of the layout. My wife is a Wiccan, and she wants a graveyard scene and maybe either a haunted house or a church for that corner. I got her a bunch of stuff to go with it, so when she gets ready to want to do her little addition to the layout, she's already painted a few buildings in the city itself. The more ornate and detailed buildings are hers. Some of the plainer ones are mine. But alas, that's her corner that she's going to be modeling up. Things I've added and things that you may have noticed or something like that. The railroad is a working railway museum. Basically, I'm running a Class 3 railroad, maybe actually more of a Class 2 branch line off of one of the CSX mains here in Florida. I haven't really decided where in Florida, but it definitely Florida. This is the engine facility and one of the coach yards. This is where all the scenic trains are built up, freight engines kept. The railroad runs all classic ACL and Seaboard locomotives. And then we have the interchange yard, where CSX will show up, drop off cars for the short line to distribute to their customers, as well as scenic line, which, as you can hear, I have a Broadway Limited E6 idling away there next to my ACL unit, which isn't sound yet. As you can see, the passenger terminal for the museum is pretty much already concreted in, as well as the parking lot. I don't have the lights lit up yet, the yard lights, but they soon will be. There'll be more added. That's why I haven't really hooked them up yet. I want to light up the interchange yard too for night operations. My layout's going to be fully lit, so that night operations, afternoon, evening, whatever operations I want, it's going to go. I haven't finished the lake. The lake's full of crap. I haven't determined what I want to do quite yet around the lake. I know there's going to be another bar in this apex right here. There's going to be a small little country bar there. And I think on the corner here, I'm going to do a boat ramp with a bait and tackle shop. Houses, I don't know if they're going to go there or where they're going to go. They're going to definitely move. I got some work done on my Circle K. Got it pretty much lit. It's ready to rock and roll. Got lighting on it. Stuff like that. Ready to go. I just got to finish the fuel island and that. I do have a my trailer park, or I should say my famous Florida dirt road with basically a typical rural ghetto is I haven't started that yet either. The meth lab's done, but that's about it. Yeah, there's going to be a meth lab. There's going to be an overpass roadway to kind of hide trains entering and coming in. When you got a layout with no mountains in it, it's a little harder to hide storage yards and everything else, and wires and what have you. These wires I'm messing with are part of my sunset. Those of you who've seen videos where I have a sunset, this will give you an idea how I do my sunsets. I use these $20 LED strips. They're about 12 foot long, maybe 15, or I'm sorry, they're more 16 foot long. They come in rolls. You could change the colors of them and stuff like that. And I use a secondary backdrop to kind of hide the oval, the three ovals that there is. I use the secondary to kind of hide it, so that when the light's on, you get more of a true sunset effect out of it. Other things I've got, the hidden staging yard and hidden coach yard that are on the railroad, but didn't quite have enough room to model it, so I kind of hid it in a couple of large industries. I got a little bit of detailing on this side. I have a transflow facility here which deals with tank cars, more of your bulk loose commodities, liquids and granular items. Could be just about anything. My overpasses. I'm playing around with a backdrop here to kind of hide the entry and in and out here. kind of hide that staging yard a little bit. Still working on that. I'm not quite too crazy about it. Again, now the yard lighting over here is done in. Here comes our storm again. As you can see, everything's well lit. When I turn out the lights, you'll see that this is a well lit yard. Could be operated at night with very little help at all of secondary, you know, like a flashlight or something to see car numbers. Kind of a reasonable sized yard for storing of cars and everything else and moving stuff around. As you can see, this area here has its own switch crew and switch engines. And another set of classics, of course. And that's the end of the line right there for the layout. There is another industry over here. For those of you who don't know, I have a like the TransFlow facility, I just have a transfer facility here, which deals with bulk load or trailer, TOC, COC, freight transfer from train to truck, and this facility can handle just about a little of everything. Good way of snaking in intermodal traffic on a branch line. And I do have a little swamp here. There is gators in there. I don't know if we can see one of them. Hold on, see if I can get the camera to focus on it. And that there is Wally's girl. I should say Wally's wife. And I think his mother-in-law is back there somewhere hidden. I gotta forget where I put her. But we don't want to deal with the mother-in-law. Wally has a tendency, Wally Gator, if a lot of you don't know and don't follow my Facebook page, Wally Gator is the town's indigenous drunk gator. He goes from bar to bar to bar, escaping the realities of his wife and family. Yeah, he has misadventures. Part of something that makes, silly, but makes the layout come to life a little bit. Gives you a little bit of fun in it. You can get a good laugh. Most of my buildings aren't finished yet. I don't have the people in there yet. Cars will be lit eventually. This is a party town. This is not a, humdrum southern community. This is one of those ones that down by the tracks that, pretty much all the little bars and restaurants and everything else. Kind of like if you've been to Florida, Ybor crossed with Old Town in Kissimmee. That's basically what this town basically is. It's just a little tourist strappy town. Try to gain some money for the local county. So we have a lot of going-ons in there. And of course it's down by the train yard, so we can make all the noise we want and don't care. Of course, what railway museum would be without having a couple of stations stashed all over the line? That's where the W.O.R.M keeps its model railway club. And of course we have one of our many passenger stations / museums. Back to what we're getting on. You have to excuse the trash can. But I do have a smoke generator, which I use to create fog on the layout for early morning and storms and stuff like that. So let me turn out the lights, let you guys get a look at the lighting in here. By the way, all the lighting is provided by LED track lights on all 4 walls coming down around the layout. And also my ceiling fan. Let me turn this off because this tends to make a lot of noise. Okay, there we go. Now let me turn out the last light and you get an idea how this backdrop changes. Running into stuff here. And there you go. And you get a good look. This is a picture a lot of you guys see on Facebook and on YouTube. I do a lot of the sunset scenes on a layout like this. I could change the colors of the backdrop. I could put more orange, more purple, more whatever colors I want up on a wall. I can make it turn the sky green and make it look like an alien world if I wanted to. Pretty dang cool. And it's all lighting and stuff like that. And then, of course, over here, this yard is fully lit. I got a little bit of ambient light coming in through the window, so it kind of makes it a little brighter than I want. But it's there. It works. There you go. And as you can see, this is the lighting, how it works. There's 3 strips of light there, 2 facing it. One's on a 45-degree angle on that back side. And one goes straight across, as well as there's one on the ground there running up. So that tends to give you your color changes and stuff like that. And like I said, I can change the colors and everything else. That, by the way, is my sunset, and it is on the west wall of the house as well. So it gives you a good representation of rain. Or, I mean, not rain, I'm sorry. Rain, storm brewing again. That's on a loop. But it looks good. It's coming around. You can see all that. So, as you can see how the lightning affects. And if I zoom in on just the rain and stuff like that, and by the way, that is real Grey Goose vodka. No water in a bottle, actually. An open bottle. Gotta have fun with it somewhere. And like I said, I do have a smoke generator. So it'll give you a little bit of fog and everything else. Normally I would have the fan on. It'll spread the smoke out a little bit better and give it more of a foggy effect. But as you can see, it comes in real quick. Spreads out. Couple shots with it and looks pretty smoky. Wife hates it. I smoke up the whole house too. There you go. And like I said, it'll clear out and stuff like that. Other than that, I got projects going. I got stuff that's going to happen. More. But, like I said, it has some household changes going on. So, kind of slows me down a little bit. But, so it does a nice fog effect. I turn off the backdrop and just going off the ambient lights from the town and everything else, it looks really, really good. So, and again, sound generator. And I got the strips up there. Here, let me see if I can get it for you. That's about it. So I'll make a few more videos, running videos of a train going through town and stuff like that. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Gives you an idea of how the layout's put together. How layout goes and track plans. But it all started from a little 2 foot by 4 foot layout. So any small layout could become a big layout. Okay, you guys have yourself a wonderful weekend. I know I will. Have a safe Labor Day and a happy one. And be good, people.